Resilient supply chains are pivotal for a company's success, as recent events such as Brexit, COVID, and trade issues have shown. TWS Partners work closely with businesses to navigate strategic decisions with the use of game theory, helping to build stronger relationships and supply chains.
Thinking strategically is essential in the world of business, and the way that businesses choose to make decisions can have wide-ranging consequences. But what if there was an approach that gave businesses a competitive edge in how they operate? Perhaps you've heard of game theory. Well, now this economic theory is being increasingly utilised to make better decisions in business.
Game theory looks at strategic interaction. That means wherever my action, my move, my decision I'm making is impacting someone else, and this person is most likely to react to my move, to my action. And by anticipating how this party is going to react, I can hopefully optimize my own decision making in the first place.
Sebastian Moritz is the managing partner of TWS Partners. They see themselves as economic problem solvers. The consultancy applies Nobel Prize-winning economic research to create success for their clients when navigating complex strategic decisions.
We help them to get to the strategic core of what they're trying to achieve. Yeah, that could be setting out an objective. Yeah, I want to eliminate a deadly disease in the country. I want to make my supply chain resilient. I want to find the optimal partner for my project. And what we are doing is we not only identify that core objective, but also a mechanism how to best to get to those objectives.
The NHS is the biggest employer in the UK. Every day, millions of decisions are made, ultimately for the benefit of patients. And so, the efficient procurement of equipment and services is central to the health service.
If we don't have a resilient supply chain, what you may find is that our hospitals cannot buy materials, they cannot get products, and essentially that could lead to shortages within the supply chain.
Jason Shirtcliffe is the process and technology lead for NHS supply chain. Supply chains in healthcare are complex, and so the decision to partner with TWS was taken to improve supply chain performance and resilience. A partnership that even won the team at NHS Supply Chain a National Go Award this year.
The use of game theory, what this allows us to do is where we have a particular category where we may have a dominant supplier, or we may have a restricted supplier base. The game theory element allowed us to put certain incentives in there around stock holding.
The potential applications of game theory are wide-ranging. As world economies begin the task of pursuing net zero strategies and decarbonising industries, the complexities involved are staggering. Steve Pryor is responsible for procurement at RWE Offshore Wind, a global energy company for sustainable power generation based on offshore wind power. RWE Offshore Wind is a subsidiary of RWE, one of the largest providers of energy from renewables. RWE employs around 19,000 people worldwide and has a huge number of global suppliers. They too have been in partnership with TWS.
Culturally, we're so used to doing things the traditional way: tender, re-tender, best total cost wins. They bring a different way of looking at things, longer term view, and culturally they make our organization and suppliers look at it much more strategically.
Two very different organisations aided by one very big idea. Is there scope for businesses to further improve?
The most advanced businesses have incorporated game theory into their decision making because it helps them to cope with very complex strategic decisions of our time. And you need new ways of addressing these very dynamic, complex problems. And this is where game theory comes into play.